Hello guys, welcome back to Weekly Nesos. Today we'll be seeing how much we got this week. So starting off with the main paladin, we did a decent amount of loot. Fortunately, we only win Black B mark from the weekly boss, but we did win 17 million, 17.6 million to be exact from weekly boss and daily boss. This is a major win. The reason why I got 17 million was because of the 12 million from Lotus. That was like a major win. Okay, so coming up next is the second Paladin. This Paladin also cleared up all the weekly boss, including Lotus and Damien, but I transferred over the gear. Unfortunately, this character is a failure. We only got 1.4 million from this. Um, the reason why is because it failed every single weekly boss except for a 200k ping ping. So that means this character, if you solo with all weekly boss up to Damien and Lotus, you could potentially only win 200k. That's very bad. That's why I suggest daily bossing. So you guys wouldn't realize that is in total after including daily bossing and weekly bossing, this character is 1.5 mil, which is a lot, which is like literally less than my Corsair, which only did weekly boss. I mean, sorry, I only did daily boss and then did sickness, and Cassia got 1.6 million. So yeah, like the investment required for my Corsair, daily bossing versus doing the entire weekly boss is so much higher, right? So obviously my Corsair is strong because I recently upgraded, but for other characters like my Dark Knight or other bossing mills, they got a massive amount of nesos as well. So Dark Knight, we make 1.28 million. Um, they're really good, right? So obviously, like these, they're all the daily balls except normal pap. So instead of normal pap, I do easy pap ladders on these. So next up we have Mercedes. Mercedes got pretty good luck. We got 1.72 million Nisos. Obviously, like with daily bossing is kind of hard to get drops. So majority of our money is from Nisos instead. Now, the reason why you see me win the flooring was because I using my daily bossing characters, I did one or two weekly boss in the party to enter the bossing event raffles. Unfortunately, I entered 13 characters of event raffles and every single one of them failed. That's right, I failed every single event boss raffles. So now going back to the video, our hero, we did 1.7 million, so same as Mercedes, so that's really good. Um, Same thing, right? The hero only cleared easy sickness. So all of these characters I only did up to solo easy sickness. Everything else is just daily boss. So all the Nisos is from daily boss. So next up we did Marksman. So the marksman is a little bit less lucky. It is 1.1 million Nisos, but I mean still good, right? Like I tell you right now, every single character that's like level 200 daily bossing got more than a million. That's right, every single one of them. And so the weaker level 200 characters, I only did up to Ping Ping, so that means normal Von Leon, skipping hard Von Leon, skipping normal Arc, and skipping normal Magnus, right? Like even these characters still get more than a million. So that's insane amount of money, obviously. And you guys know it takes me less than 20 minutes to do these, right? You guys see me do it on stream. So that means like effectively I'm getting making like 500k an hour, give or take, right? So, seven clears a week. So it's about, 140 minutes. And that's about 2 hours and 2.3 hours for 1 million. So, that's 500k per hour. Sorry, for the video, right? The shade is 1.9 million, so about 2 million, right? Shade did 2 million. Very lucky there. One, the sickness Nisos, that's why it's 2 million. Next up is the Light Lord. The Light Lord, same as others, is 1.1 million. We're gonna give a summary at the end of the page of what I got, and you compare it with last week's previous weeks as well. Um, yeah, like I mean, look at these. Like these, it has been the investment requirement for daily boss is very low. Like obviously, the majority of the cost is low 200 character. That's the bulk of the cost. The equipment is not even enhanced. It's just clean sickness set with one other piece to compete either your Ziggurat helmet or a sickness weapon, right? So some characters, if you're stronger, you get Fafnir weapon, but Fafnir weapon like it's very expensive to get nowadays. But you can still find a good deals for less than 3 million. If it's less than 3 million Fafnir weapon, you can buy that. The Shadower we got 1.5 million, which is amazing. Next up is the second shade that I make. This is the sorry, I mean the next up is the Paladin. The Paladin is 600k. The reason why 600k is because the paladin stops at easy arc and easy one Leon. So like so that means like a level 140 character who's doing easy arc, easy one Leon, they usually only make 600k or less. Um, yeah, like the nesos for these is very bad. Um, you're gonna need like a level 190 at least to do the 80 and pink bean, and that will average you about 1 million. Obviously, 190 is a lot cheaper than 200. So if you're just doing strictly daily bossing to make money, 190, 180 is the best place to start at. But if you're like upgrading your account, like 200 is best because that's for Legion. You get an extra block, and Legion does make a massive amount of difference. So it's up to you though. But obviously, 180 character and 200 characters, the difference is millions. Um, the shade here is 2 million. The reason why it's 2 million is because I leveled this from level 140, 150, I think. So throughout the leveling, we make a couple made a lot of Nisos picking up from pigs, from books. They all add up. Um, yeah. So next one we have a Buck. Yeah, Buck is I level the most amount of levels on Buck. So it's now currently 188. We make 3.2 million on Buck, and which is a lot of money. Obviously, that most of this is from picking up these souls from pigs, right? It's not from daily bossing. Daily bossing is still the same as others, so about a million. We so I mean from this week's right, every single one of my daily bossing characters that's above 180 make a million from daily bossing. So now if you do compare it back to my second pattern earlier, right? It did entire weekly boss and daily boss, and it ended up with 1.5 million. That means 1.1, 1.2 is from daily boss. My level 140 fandom make 700k. This is the last week I'm doing fandom because it's level 140. I'm not gonna touch this again, just to save time. It's also really not worth my time, especially with NXPC at 50 cents. So I'm gonna retire Phantom until I buy a level 200 Phantom or level it to 200 myself. So I'm just gonna put this in the back burner for now. Okay, on the screen you can see is the summary between the previous weeks and this week's. You can see that the level 200 character bossing is very consistent, over 1 million. There is actually a slight increase in daily bossing gains. That's because some of the new gamers got banned. So Crimson Queen went down from 8.3k to like 7.9, 7.8k in our server right now. It should be the same for other servers. So that's why we see a slight improvement in daily bossing. All right, that is all. Hope this helps. Have a good one. Bye. Special thanks to our members for help making this video possible. Amy Chang, Monkz.